Welcome to Bible Storybook, where we bring the most captivating stories from the scriptures to life. Today, we journey back to the Old Testament to witness one of the most miraculous victories in biblical history, the fall of Jericho. A tale of unwavering faith, obedience, and divine power, this story reminds us of God's mighty hand at work. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Bible Storybook for more inspiring and dramatic retellings of the Bible's most remarkable moments. Now, let's dive into this epic account from the book of Joshua, chapters 2 through 6. Joshua 2:1 through 7. Then Joshua son of Nun secretly sent 2 spies from Shittim. "Go, look over the land," he said, "especially Jericho." So they went and entered the house of a prostitute named Rahab and stayed there. The king of Jericho was told, "Look, some of the Israelites have come here tonight to spy out the land." So the king of Jericho sent this message to Rahab: "Bring out the men who came to you and entered your house, because they have come to spy out the whole land." But the woman had taken the 2 men and hidden them. She said, "Yes, the men came to me, but I did not know where they had come from." At dusk, when it was time to close the city gate, they left. "I don't know which way they went. Go after them quickly. You may catch up with them." But she had taken them up to the roof and hidden them under the stalks of flax she had laid out on the roof. Rahab's bravery and belief in the God of Israel set the stage for her salvation. Despite her background, she demonstrated faith, hiding the spies and risking her life. Isn't it amazing how God uses unexpected people for his great purposes? Joshua 2:8-14. Before the spies lay down for the night, she went up on the roof and said to them, "I know that the Lord has given you this land, and that a great fear of you has fallen on us, so that all who live in this country are melting in fear because of you. We have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to Sihon and Og, the 2 kings of the Amorites east of the Jordan, whom you completely destroyed. When we heard of it, our hearts melted in fear, and everyone's courage failed because of you. For the Lord your God is God in heaven above and on the earth below. Now then, please swear to me by the Lord that you will show kindness to my family, because I have shown kindness to you. Give me a sure sign that you will spare the lives of my father and mother, my brothers and sisters, and all who belong to them, and that you will save us from death." Joshua 6:1-4. Now the gates of Jericho were securely barred because of the Israelites. No one went out and no one came in. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "See, I have delivered Jericho into your hands, along with its king and its fighting men. March around the city once with all the armed men. Do this for 6 days. Have 7 priests carry trumpets of ram's horns in front of the ark. On the 7th day, march around the city 7 times, with the priests blowing the trumpets. When you hear them sound a long blast on the trumpets, have the whole army give a loud shout. Then the wall of the city will collapse and the army will go up, everyone straight in." Joshua 6:12-16. Joshua got up early the next morning, and the priests took up the ark of the Lord. The 7 priests carrying the 7 trumpets went forward, marching before the ark of the Lord and blowing the trumpets. The armed men went ahead of them, and the rear guard followed the ark of the Lord, while the trumpets kept sounding. So on the 2nd day, they marched around the city once and returned to the camp. They did this for 6 days. Joshua 6:20-21 NIV. When the trumpet sounded, the army shouted, and at the sound of the trumpet, when the men gave a loud shout, the wall collapsed. So everyone charged straight in, and they took the city. They devoted the city to the Lord and destroyed with the sword every living thing in it, men and women, young and old, cattle, sheep and donkeys. What an awe-inspiring moment. The walls of Jericho, fortified and intimidating, fell not by human hands but by the power of God, a testament to what faith and obedience can achieve. Rahab's faith saved her family, and the Israelites' obedience led to victory. This story reminds us that no wall, physical or spiritual, is too strong for God to break down. Let's carry this lesson in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe to Bible Storybook for more incredible journeys through Scripture. There's so much more to discover together.